There are three sort of buckets here that I want you to think about when it comes to leveraging your USP in your marketing. The first is going to be your personal branding. So think about your website, your social profiles, your email signature, and think about where you can add mentions of your unique offerings. And while it's great to list your certifications and titles here and there, especially on like a resume or a listing presentation, sometimes I see real estate agents cram a bunch of titles in their usernames, and most consumers won't know what they mean. Keep in mind that either one, you need to readily be able to explain what an easy listing specialist is. If there's no platform for someone to engage with you back and forth, there might not be an opportunity to explain. Two, consider if it might be better to just pitch the, hey, I can list your house for 0%. That message is a bit more clear cut than easy listing specialist. So if you only have room for one or the other, think about which will make the most impact. My suggestion here, as far as your branding, if you use an email signature, at least in for correspondence that you send to leads or your sphere of influence, consider adding a ask me how you can list for 0% to your email signature. The second bucket is community engagement, and this is anything that you do that gets you involved in local events or community groups, or maybe you're at karaoke night. But wherever you are, think of ways that you can highlight your approach to real estate. You now bring a whole different value to your community, not just individual clients. And there are all sorts of ways to do marketing and let your message be known. But for example, if you're at a softball game and you're standing at the sidelines and you're wearing a shirt that on the back says, list your house for 0% commission, a lot of people might see that message. And you can get so creative here. But one of my favorite ideas is something that has been done in our community by our listing specialist agents. It's really good for spring cleaning as a theme, but it can be done anytime. But the idea is to sponsor a neighborhood dumpster. So think about when you need to do some cleaning anyway, sponsor a dumpster rental, let your neighbors know about it for like 2 weeks in advance that they can use your dumpster for free. And everywhere you let them know, and on the dumpster itself, on the sign stuck in your front lawn while the dumpster is there, also always mention that you can list for 0%. And now here's a real example shared in our community and adopted by others, where Jennifer did the spring cleanout marketing idea, put up a sign that said 0% listing commissions, asked me how, and got 2 listing leads. You think that pays for itself? Here's her story.
Good morning. Kicking off a dumpster event today in Briar Oaks community in Hudson, Florida, and I am excited to share this awesome dumpster with the community so that they can get rid of their junk that they need hauled away and don't have time to take to the dumpster themselves. And this will be here till 3 o'clock today. It is now around 9 a.m. So if you're seeing this, there's still time in the Briar Oaks community to come out and give me your junk. Give me your junk. I'll take it. And then you can also come and talk to me about anything real estate related and ask me about that sign right there. Ask me about how you can get 0% seller commissions. And I will tell you all about it. Hope to see you today, Briar Oaks community. Come on out and use the dumpster for all it's worth. Here till 3.
So there are so many ways you can market yourself all the time. And again, you can get those ideas in our community and in our weekly coaching calls. The next bucket is content recreation or content creation if you're going to be starting from scratch. Again, we do have some templates in the back end of our student portal that you can use to get jump started or add to what you're already doing. But the most important thing is to consider how you can use your USP, any of these value adds in the marketing that you're doing. So if you've already got a ton of marketing efforts in place, a ton of content created, what if you just added this big, shiny offer? Would it make a difference? I'd say yes in most cases. I'd probably say you don't need to reinvent the wheel. And the third bucket here is content recreation or creation if you want to start from scratch. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. If you already have marketing, just think about how you can add this USP or the value adds that you have as an easy listing specialist to your marketing. If you want to start from scratch, don't forget that we have a student dashboard with a ton of plug and play assets ready for you to customize. So you don't need to suddenly learn how to start and manage running 52 different marketing channels. Think about what you're already doing and how easy it can be if you just add this message to start generating more business.